Hello. We are we are live. What's up, y'all? Oh my gosh, it's Monday and October's almost over. It is Halloween week, and this is actually the week I am really going hard on arranging. So, we're here with arranging. Oh, I need to close my door. Dang it. There's a snake in my boat. Woo. I'm back. Okay, Crunchy Brownie said, I hear you and see you good. No, see and hear you good. See. Cool. So, I don't have much to say today. It's been an interesting week. There's a couple performances coming for the musical that I'm in. If you're unfamiliar, my name is Boi Xochi, and I am arranging a musical called Silhouettes of Scarlet, and these streams are we got some see no evil, hear no evil emojis in the chat. Um, what was I saying? Oh yes, I'm arranging a musical, and I thought it would be cool to show the process. And this process is a long one. And so, like, there's lots of times I can show folks what I'm doing, teach folks how to do it. And hopefully, as I go along, I'm getting a little faster at it. Yeah, so if you are a musician and you've never like written your songs down or something, feel free to hit me up at boysochi.com. You can send me an email, info@boysochi.com. I teach songwriting, I teach voice, piano, and that virtual lesson studio page is going to be launched, but I am accepting a wait list. So if you would like to tap in on that, you can do that. I'm also on IG, Instagram, no, Instagram, um, and all those things. I'm also live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. And all these videos live there. So when they disappear on Twitch, they will be on YouTube as well. So that's me. I just had some tamales and my God, they were fire. Wow. Shout out to Banuelos Foods. I got them at a market. So that was awesome. Pollo verde, so good. But yeah, like groceries and stuff, I'm really trying to go to more farmers markets. I can't really go to like the bougie farmers markets, IMO. They're a little overstimulating, but those little side markets, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Anyway, so Silhouettes of Scarlet has a performance that is um I can't think today, but promoting. That's the word I'm looking for. Promoting the musical. And we are performing at a thing called Sunday Jump on November 2nd. So that's fun. And then we got a month to go, a month and some change to go to really get people out to this musical. We will have masks on site. We're definitely ramping up the respiratory illness season and COVID and stuff. And if you haven't seen me before, I said the C word, COVID, and that is because I am a COVID conscious person, also creator, but like I'm a COVID conscious person first and airborne illness aware, airborne virus aware. Honestly, the way that this pandemic has affected everybody, but especially the arts and, music, it really widened the gap as far as the disability inaccessibility that was already there. Because like the pandemic didn't create these problems, they just like definitely created a much more widening gap, if you will. So, and onward with that, We are jumping in today on a song called 2 a.m. in Zurich. Boom. Okay, so we got a Kofi bot in the chat, but I also have a little Kofi.com/Boi Xochi. Something I also have on my Kofi site are stickers. I have yet to put my merch. You can find my merch on my website, boisochi.com, which has shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. But on my Kofi site, you can buy these stickers, and I have some stickers on pre-order that are for the Palestinian campaigns that I am facilitating. One of them, Hala, is extremely, I mean, they're all important to me, but Hala is the very first one that I have facilitated myself. And I love this family, the Al Qasas family. And we have a pizza sticker that my friend designed, like using freaking, what is it called? Collage and like paper and stuff. Really cute. It's a pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? It's her favorite food, Hala, who's a 16-year-old that's one of the breadwinners of her family. Her and her brother are really trying to rebuild their house and have food and stuff. So we have stickers. We also have really cool ones that say like Palestine will be free or Palestine from the river to the sea. We got some stickers. So check out my Ko-fi site so you can buy a sticker and it will directly support that family. And you get a sticker for it. So anyway, I know I have some like profanity here, so I completely forgot about that. So today we have this pretty complex song. I wonder if the Sibelius audio is coming through. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I guess it is. It might be loud. I hear it. Yay. Sounds angelic. Beautiful. Let's see how it sounds all together. Sorry about that. It's not loud though, that's good. This is what I have so far, and it sounds a little funny. Awesome. Thank you for the sound check, Crunchy Brownies. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't have sound because there's these symbols here. Because this is really not for sound, it's for making the chart for the musicians. Also this, it sounds like piano. It's supposed to be bass, but we're not putting that in the bass because we're given rhythm one chart, not a bunch. But we do have a piano chart for this because I think it's important to put what actually the piano is playing without cluttering up the. Is this for a Nintendo 64 game? Haha. I know, right? I especially love the. I mean, this reminds me of Legend of Zelda, like these. It sounds like right before you go into a boss battle. Good stuff. But this one is probably my favorite, this part. Most of this has been transcribing a song that is in existence called 2 a.m. in Zurich by Chris Siders. Foo. So that's a synth part, and I'm making this. We got some laughs in the chat. So we have a couple more of those. But here we got some more vocals. Yeah. Yeah. So we're at the end of this song. This is the part that we're gonna do, or our goal, I guess. We're gonna still go through all this nonsense here where there's, no anything. But to explain a little bit, that's the crash. Uh, it is the crash technically. So this symbol right here, it's gonna be like a roll, I guess, on the cymbal, and some cymbal improv. Um, yeah, I'm gonna change this, but we're not gonna focus on strings just yet. We need to give some of the rhythm chart some love. I'm hearing some echo somewhere. Is there an echo? No. Um, right. So we usually want to have 4-bar phrases, but I think this looks okay. You don't hear an echo. Cool. But I think this looks all right. Let's see how it looks like this. Yeah, let's keep it to 4-bar phrases. Okay. But yeah, I teach this particularly with the songs that people have for themselves, or if they want to do this as a skill. Um, I can say that, like, I know there's a lot of like AI music nonsense like around the ether. Um, but I really don't feel, and I could be wrong and I hope I'm not wrong, but I really feel like this skill is not like a computer could tell you what chords are playing, but when it comes to like the knowledge um and the ability to communicate to humans like on a piece of paper in a way that they'll like make music out of it, I don't think that'll be going away. Um I mean, not everybody uses charts, but I don't know. Maybe it's just something I tell myself, you know what I mean? Okay, well, these gotta be together. Together. Yes. And then these got to go together. We want to keep it to 4-bar phrases. It just it's just better to do. We're gonna make into system 4 bars, keep it nice and even. Most of music is arranged into 4-bar phrases depending on the timing of it. Boom, boom. Yeah, this part, this little, oh, wait, this is weird. Why is it doing that? Hmm. What is this? Maybe it's because I have this weird margin thing. Maybe so. See, this is some of the stuff that I'm like, what? Yeah, why? What's going on here? Oh, magnetic layout? No. Why? Maybe it's a thing in the score. Let's see. What measure is this? 48. 48. Um, what the hell? I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't know why it's doing this. Hmm. No. Chat, I'm lost. I what? Chat. What's going on? What is going on? Ow! Hit my water bottle. Water bottle. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Layout. I'm gonna try that again. Right. I don't know. I'm just going back in time here. Strange times here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I actually don't know what these little arrows mean. I'm not seeing any information that would lead me to believe. Okay, let's look at it again. I don't know why that's happening. I'm gonna have to consult somebody because that's no good, you guys. It's no good. I might need to consult or make a new instrument. I was thinking of doing that anyway because I realized that like I want to have the bass part in the bass clef to be consistent. So I think I'm gonna do that. First of all, never forget to save. It's happened to me. It could happen to you. What am I doing? All right, we gotta do 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 do. All right, so we're gonna see if it fixes it. View. Okay. Case does look weird, but we can fix this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just select the bar line and enter. Okay, it's like an odd measure. Funnily enough, this artist, Chris Siders, just returned from Switzerland, Zurich. Okay, it looks like this one's fine, so I guess I will go to home, add or remove, unnamed treble staff, delete. Okay, so let's see where those bass parts happen. So my wondering is if I should like write the notes. Oh, so this isn't truly without time. I'll say instead of pick up cued, because when it comes to musicals that are have a lot of cues and stuff, the less you conduct, and I'm only speaking of DIY projects because both conductors, people who conduct for some of the songs, like I'm not conducting every song. It's mainly it's Sel or Hazel who is conducting, but some of the songs she's singing, I will conduct. So the least amount of stuff where it's like this will fall apart unless somebody conducts it, the better. The less we do that. So drums, cue. So yeah, we're vibing until the drums have a hi-hat pickup. Why is it like that? Do 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 do. Yeah, we don't want this either, because yeah, I think we'll just have a chord. Boom. I love a good tremolo. 2 a.m. Then we have 2 a.m. in Zurich. Love a good parallel fourth. Okay. Then we'll have a good old diminuendo. Such a fun word. I'm always like, if I really want to hear a specific, why can't I talk? A specific line, but it's like, oh yeah, just improv it. But I keep being upset that the line isn't sounding the way I want. Just write the line. So I did that with the solo here. It goes like this. Something like that. Play with it. Just give it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, and I can extend there. This part was really hard to transcribe because I wasn't quite sure if that was actually what it was. You know, maybe we don't need strings here. Maybe we just have 2 strings or 1 string. I'll put listen for drum pickup. And then we're going to copy that. Copy that over. Sorry, you can't see this. Bada bing. And we're just going to put this in the parts. Show in parts. And this is called a slur. I had a funny moment. So we had a virtual rehearsal. We had a virtual rehearsal the other day. And at the virtual rehearsal, the string players were like, "Hey, so how specific are you wanting to be with these slurs?" And I was like, I'm not passionate about slurs. And everybody there was a couple people being like, sorry, what do you mean? And I chuckled because I was like, haha, you guys, like, it's not slur, like a slur, but they really meant it. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, some people don't know that, and it's okay. But I was like, oh my god. So I explained what a slur was. And a slur, I need a different word for it, I swear. A slur is a musical notation that signifies for piano or for singing, it would signify that those notes are tied together. Like instead of ha 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 ha, it would be ah. You slur it together, slurring your speech. There's a lot of uses for a slur, but the noun tends to be a slur. Like, oh no, that's a slur. Don't say that. No. but in music, a slur brings two notes together or five notes or whatever. In the case with violin and sax, any single note instruments, single voice rather, a slur tells you how many breaths. So, like maybe two notes are in the same breath for sax, and in strings, it would be the same two notes are with one bowing. So, so da da instead of da da da. So I think that's what I want. Okay, fellows, let's get going on this. So we're gonna go to the end. Just gonna make sure everything's in place here. Okay. Let's have. Yeah, so this is why I wanted the piano type score, because we're gonna move this bass rhythm stuff down here. And we have an ad breaking coming. Okay. Um, as far as guitar goes, I think we'll have just a rest here. Bring that over. Yeah. Let's bring that down. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, keep this separate. And maybe write guitar and organ. And move this down here. Boop. Boop. Bow, down, down. Ad break coming up. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Got some profanity on the screen. It's in the musical. Gotta have the lyric cues, and it's one of my favorite lyrics. It's like, a Kelly Clarkson with a moment like this. Oh yeah, then Fantasia, baby, boo, let my girl sing. Just throwbacks upon throwbacks. Gonna get slashes here. So, bam, bam. Maybe I give guitar something a little bit more solid here. Bam, bam. Doo doo bam. Bam. Boom boom boom. Down. We need something that's going to signify the end. I guess it'll be Can't Mimic My Success and the sax line. Show and score. I think there's a rest there. Yep, 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 yep. Let's do this thing. Also, we're forgetting our keypad. We fly it over here. Why not? With a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for that one special kiss. Oh, I keep happening to me. Yeah. So many references. You ever just get like the random panic that you were supposed to do something today? You were like scheduled to do something today? Having that panic sometimes. Just in the back of my mind. I'm like, that meeting. But then I remembered that I thought it was Tuesday for like 2 seconds. Schedule's weird, man, when you work on the weekends. You know, it don't know what day it is. Don't You just don't know what day it is. Okay, that's gonna be by itself or by its lonesome. I'm just gonna do this and go again. Better to have more information than less. Alright, this is a weird 6-bar phrase. All good. No more parties in LA. Show in parts. I want to add more chords so badly. Which are just so few. Maybe, just maybe, that little part over here can fly over here. Haven't decided yet. This isn't as important because this right here is my score. So. We don't got anything for the strings. Animal style and then careers in and out. In and out. Show in parts. Alright. Give that to the bass. Boom, boom. Boom. No more parties in LA. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna give everybody this. So shift option 4. Get rid of that. You can't see that, can you? No. So all I did was I gave everybody this. Bow, bow, bow. I really want to hear like gospel drums on this. That would be sick. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, let's have like a dun, dun, boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's give that to bass. Doesn't need to be there. One, two, three, four. Bam. So shift option 3 is the slash, but shift option 4 is that. Accent. Yeah, it's hard to hear this music. Alright. So for the ending, we're actually going to repeat the chorus. Let's look at our sheet music here. Okay, sometimes we're going to listen, but I need to turn you off because I don't want a copyright claim. I don't think that my team would do that, but I think Twitch monitors that, not my people. Okay, some dynamic changes that we're going to make for verse 2. It's going to go pretty softly here. 1 second. Heck yeah. All right. Oh, ow. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Make sure to stretch when you do this. Especially your mid back, because sometimes slouching happens. You want to avoid that at all costs, but my body is such that it's hard for it to hold myself up sometimes. I'm investigating some hypermobility issues, joint stuff. All right. Hoping I can get to a point where maybe I could do like a speed run. It's hard to though, because again, copyright claim stuff, but I suppose I could just put it on my headphones and see how fast I could do it. Not today. Not today. We're just chilling. What are we doing? Oh, yes. A minor 7. Fertilize my flowers in your skull. Hmm. Let's listen to that one part one more time just for the rhythm. Okay, so the sax line, I think, what's that, 39? Yeah, sax line occurs on 39. So in the rhythm score, I'm gonna put sax riff. Just that it occurs. So actually, this needs to be boom, and then I'm going to put that whole note. If you press on the number pad 6, MF. Ba-da-da-da. Mm, let's be as clear as possible. Hmm. I don't know whether or not to be a stickler about this. I don't feel. Bum, bum. Yeah, it's not really hard to do because I don't know if that gives any information truly. I don't know. We'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, if I give that eighth note thing, it's more information, kind of going along with the piano. Random chord change here. I need water. Where is my water? Where did I put it? It's important to hydrate. There it is. So I had a 4 gig weekend. So I'm pretty wiped. It's definitely wiped today. Oh man. But it was fun. It was actually a fun weekend. I taught kiddos on Saturday and then had no, not Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And then I played at Hotel Cafe opening for Flamey Grant, who was effing incredible. Flamey Grant's amazing, amazing vocalist, such a kind human being, and drag queen, just dressed to the gods. It was stellar, and just when vocalists just like shake you to your core from their pure resonance, it's just that's the stuff I live for. And that's the only reason like I sing in a mask, right, for most of my gigs because the day after I was at two different church gigs and none of them are like COVID safer, I suppose, so nobody wears masks or anything. And I sing with a mask on, but yeah, like it's fine. I do fine, but yeah, I miss just giving my full voice. I try in a mask and it works, and I'll do it. I'll do it to protect my voice. You know what I mean? But there is something about just full, open singing, and the only way I will do that live in person is if there are stringent protocols for COVID, and it's just my own boundary. I just won't do it. I just won't do it if that's not in place. Most of the time, even if it is a COVID safer show, like if it's like iffy, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. If it's like, okay, all the performers, anybody who unmasks or can't wear a mask, etc., tests and the cast tests, I'll do it. I'll do it. And if there's like good enough airflow and filtration, that's when I'll do it. That's the last time I did it, actually. I think everybody in the building wore one. Yeah, and like having people who are about it there really matters because if there's enforcement and stuff, it needs to be like people who actually do care about that. So, chorus. Ba, ba, ba. No more parties in LA. I don't think I need this twice. So, last part, we're gonna have claps. Oh, speaking of claps on 2 and 4, the gig that I did, I stayed for the second act, the act that we opened for. And there was a song where like the people in the audience who were majority white, I'm just saying, they started to clap and they were having a good time, like, but they started clapping on the one. It wasn't even the one and the three, it was just the one. It was so bizarre. It made it almost feel like it was halftime. They were like, so it should have been ba, 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 ba. I don't remember the melody, but it was kind of like this yeehaw type of da, 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 right? But then people were going da, 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 I don't know. And so I brute forced it. I did not care at all that every single white man around me was clapping on the one. It was like, wait, it was that yeah, I think it was on 1 and 3. So it was like ba, 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 and it was agonizing. So I brute forced it. You know, it's on the upbeats, and that's the way it should be. I brute forced it, but instead of joining me because it's the correct way to do it and doesn't make it feel awful, they just stopped. They were unwilling to be wrong. It was so funny. And I like went to my friend and was like, I brute forced the 2-4 and they stopped. There have been a couple really funny videos about that. Harry Connick Jr. I don't really know what that guy's up to these days. Pretty much he was like American Idol judge, and I saw maybe one episode of that. I don't really dabble in those type of shows. I used to, like when I was younger. But anyway, on one of his just Harry Connick Jr. shows, not American Idol related, he he added an extra beat, like so 5 beats instead of four. He added an extra one so that the claps that were on 1 and 3 could land on 2 and 4, and I'm like, that's brilliant. So he was like, da, da, right, 1, 3, and then he like added an extra beat. So then that one became two. And then there was another one with Justin Bieber. He like stopped. He stopped and was like, "You guys, I need you to clap on the 2 and 4. This is ridiculous." Like, no, I'm not going to continue with claps on 1 and 3. I will not. And so he was like, "Right here." But for real, people don't know how to clap. For real, it's bad. It's really bad. They get really excited too, so it's kind of sad. So it's gonna be, let's pull up the full score. Okay, claps on 2 and 4 full voices. Copy. No more parties in LA. Yeah. I wonder, yeah, we should probably have more voice stuff. No, what is that second voice thing? Choir B, okay. No more parties in LA. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. No. Gonna have the octave below. Oh, we don't need it there. Put in the choir. Yeah, that's too high. No more pa. Yeah. No more parties. Yeah. So now I can copy that over. Maybe we have one more. Yeah, let's do it. So if we want to just repeat something, highlight it, press R, and we're gonna. Oops. That doesn't really fit. I think that could still stay here. No. Stay. Sopranos. What? What should that be? Yeah. No. Let's see. No more. Needs to be singable. Parties in LA. Party. I don't know if this is doable. Let's make this part. We're gonna shift that to down here. It's just yeah. We're gonna shift it to yeah, yeah. I do like that second harmony. So let's delete this. For your viewing pleasure. Here we are. Because since we have 4 parts, we'll make it a 4-part. Doubles it. Maybe that's what it is because we have like parallel fifths, and this is why sometimes it doesn't work, but I don't care. No more part. We do want to make it maybe this part a little more gospel-y anyway, so maybe we don't. Kind of changes it a little bit, the vibe. No more parties in LA. Let's try it. No more. No more parties. Yeah. Okay. No more. So up the octave. Duh. What are we missing here? Okay, B. I guess we do go up. Oops. It's so hard to hear. That might work. Yeah. We need maybe an F. It's going back to the beginning. Okay, so the ending probably will be a cappella. Hmm. Maybe not a cappella, but something in the middle. You're seeing like the brain work now. We were in editing mode, now we're in creating mode, I guess. So we'll stack it here. Yeah, that might be fun. Delete. So we'll add. Ooh, might be fun to change that. Keeps doing that. That's how I'm gonna stop it from doing that. Just put some extra bars. Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll have piano. Yeah, piano and bass. Boom. Doody boom. Yeah, maybe so. Because I want this to happen again, because hello. I mean, maybe it can happen earlier, but build it. Build it like a loop. This is like the send-off chorus. That's so sick. Yeah. So I'm thinking we should put this up in the rhythm chart because I doubt we'll have like lower voices. So I will put it. Yeah. Maybe I'd like no more parties in LA. Yeah. I don't want to give them too much. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. 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 So it's on the upbeat here. Boom. Little staccato. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, that'd be awesome. I love this part. Just like this part of arranging, figuring out cool things to add. Because most of it so far has been transcription and just giving certain instruments certain parts that are in the song, but this is completely off the book here. Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. So S is for slur. Realize you can't see this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Here. Also, this should probably be the second voice. This one. Probably isn't the most efficient way to do it, but I forgot. Oh, wait, no. That is not the one. This should be two. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Kind of weird. Okay, yeah. Join it at that point. Yeah. Dope. Gotta make all of these voice too. Whoopsie. Yeah. Ooh, and then hold this out. Heck yeah. 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 No, no. Okay, how many times is too many times? It's just so sick. I hope we could pull this off. We technically haven't practiced this, so I don't see why not. Yeah. 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 Let's do. I don't know if I want to go up. How does that sound? Ooh, that's pretty sick. Yeah, a little suspended action here. I'm getting a little faster at the hotkeys here. Or at least the number pad, I mean. So it'll be got a couple minutes before an ad, or a couple seconds. It's all right. I mean, I'm sure it'll sound better with vocals. Okay, I'm pretty stoked about this. Oh, and then we can have other things mixed in. No, yeah, no. Maybe I'll add that later. But I love loop pedal type stuff. It's also in gospel music, like sopranos do something, you know? No parties in LA, yeah. No more, no more parties in LA, yeah. No more. Something like that. Got a lot of voices. Um, we can make it just feel it. Maybe have drums still in. Yeah. 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 Man, yeah, we're getting a little advanced here. No, I mean, I want to do the last one. No, like unison, you know? Yeah. Yeah. What was I doing? Yeah. Eh. Maybe what is missing is that Just the yeah should be unison. Mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I think I know what to do. Yeah. I think it should end with a crash out. So I'll do, I really like the yeah. So we'll do that. Yeah, yeah. Do, 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 do. Cool. And then we'll make this a slow down. Little train tracks. This will be a conducted thing probably just to get it in line. But it should be easier because I wouldn't be playing. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Water. So this ended up unexpectedly being a choral arranging thing. Do 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 do. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I wanted to see something. I want to see how many vocalists we had. I was just looking at the set list. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. I'll be back in 1 minute. Hello, I'm back. I just had to share with my fellows and take a stretch. Oh, we're almost there. I want to make sure we have the proper text here to say what's going on so everybody is on the page of the same. Okay. Oh man, I miss being in gospel choir so much. This is like giving me the feels. Say Sarah. So remember, I don't know, you probably don't, but last stream I was using this Caesura to mean like just a cutoff, and I realized it's actually timing related. So this time we're actually using the Caesura. I also didn't know how to pronounce it till just now. I would always just call it train tracks. So the more you know, I'm learning too. Speaking of learning, I do tutoring and piano lessons, voice lessons. Also, I can teach you how to do this. I can teach you harmony. I went to college for composition and I did tutoring in college as well. I kind of miss that life. I miss like tutoring people. That was fun. I also used to hold group like study sessions, and that is also something I'm exploring. So, pretty soon, you can check out my website and I will have these things there. But if you're interested, you are also free to email me. Email is best. DMs are fine, and like I do have a couple that I got from DMs, but email is probably best so I can keep track because Instagram kind of sucks at that. But yeah, so those group classes will have our group study sessions where people come with their theory and stuff. They'll probably have some sort of theme. Um, and they will be a minimum attendance type of deal. I'll put my full camera on just while I'm doing my own personal ad break. Um, yeah, so that I realize my hair looks actually absolutely bonkers. I went to the outside a few minutes ago. Okay, my hair's doing something today. Um, oh my gosh, a good head scratch after it is up is so good. If you're watching this or bed rotting while you're listening to me speak, um, try some like tension release exercises. That is something that I try to do when I do these arranging streams, and in fact, I'm gonna do it right now because I can feel some tension in my feet for some reason. I really should try getting something to prop my feet up. So right now, I'm not gonna put it on here because full free, lol. I'm curling my toes. um, no free curling toes. I have freakish feet. I truly do. They're like double jointed. I have like really strong pinky toes, which is really bizarre. The knuckle, I literally was talking, I was like hanging out with somebody like at my house, and so we didn't have shoes on, and as it should be, let's be real, don't be tracking your stuff outside into in the inside. So we were barefoot, and I was like, dang, like my knuckle of my pinky toe hurts. And they were like, your knuckle? I'm like, yeah, you don't have a knuckle? I'm like, they were like, I do, but like it's not like protruding. And mine, it literally like it looks like this. It looks like my pinky. But yeah, I could pick up stuff and whatever. That's not uncommon, being able to pick up stuff, but they're really strong toes. Like if I like stand on your back and like give you like biscuits, I'm getting too graphic, aren't I? Anyway, your feet. So, I think the feet are like completely forgotten when it comes to stretch and relaxation. So, tense your feet by curling them and then release them. And then we're gonna do the same with our ankles, but we're just gonna like bring our feet up like that and then release them. Oh, that one felt good. That actually stretches the front of my calves. And we're gonna stretch the calves by doing that, but like putting our feet out like this, kind of locking your knees. That's a pretty gnarly knee pain. Um, Made it difficult to walk. So I'm in process of getting some mobility aids, mostly from friends. I don't really want to deal with my doctor right now and like Medi-Cal or whatever. Um, yeah, I'll deal with my doctor with things that I can't be provided from the community. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could get a mobility aid and go through that process, but it's also really draining. So yeah. So next, we're gonna go to the thighs, and this is important because I am sitting and sedentary life. Oof. I don't know if you heard that, but that was loud for me. Sedentary. It's important to get some blood flow to your legs. Yeah. And did you know that Pilates was actually made for people who are bedbound? So anybody who's telling you that like Pilates you have to do like in a class or whatever, it's not true. Pilates is actually for disabled people, or it was made by disabled people. Fun fact. It should be accessible. So tense your buttocks. It's kind of hard to do while sitting. And then release. And then tense your abs. And then release. And then let's tense our shoulders. This is the best. I do this with like all my students because tension is the enemy of all things good. And just like stretch your arms out. Yes, I am doing this on my stream because if I get people to do this, like that's a net positive. Um, and now your hands. So my injury is actually in my cervical spine and it affects my hands. And I was doing all these hand exercises to get my hands better for like playing and whatnot. And it wasn't my hands. There's a root of the problem, and it was my cervical spine. So with my hands, I'm just gonna stretch them out like by having a big ol' five. Ooh, this is really weird with this camera. Okay. And then make a fist. Maybe roll around your wrist or something. Tense, 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 and then let go. That's nice. I already feel like more relaxed. And then the neck, I guess. Maybe like do like a E type of thing where your neck tenses. And then release that. And now your face. So scrunch your face together and release. Ugh. I think we're good, y'all. I'm good. I'm just gonna stand up and drink some water real quick, and then we're back into it. We're gonna end this piece with a big ol' like yeah, yeah, and sax will be wailing, and maybe the strings will be like or doing whatever. I'll give them a chord, but I'll tell them to go crazy or go bonanza. Here we go, back to it. If you're just joining, I'm Xochi, or Boi Xochi, if you wanna know my. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here we go. No more parties in LA. Yeah. Okay, so wow, guys, we have 4 more followers to go until I hit 90 followers. Um, I gotta stream more for sure. Um, Tomorrow I will not be able to. There is rehearsal. I thought about like doing um like an IRL stream. I don't know if people would watch that or if it would sound good. I don't have like any confirmation when I do like streams of rehearsals if it sounds good. So we'll see for tomorrow. Let's get to it. Okay, yeah. Here we go. So we have. Yeah, so that completely stops the time, the Cesura or the train tracks. We're gonna. Yeah. Oh, goodness, that was my remote control. Okay. Is anybody here a choir kid? Because I am. Choir kids have a certain je ne sais quoi. It's close to theater kid, I feel, but I feel like it's a little different. Yeah. Okay, there's an E. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that works. It's like a E 911. I don't think that's a chord. I mean, 11 is 4, but we'll say it's a C. Do we even have a G going on here? Where's the G? Yeah. I like the sus. So it's E E sus or E minor 7 sus? I don't know. There's not a G here, but the chord. Guess we don't have to worry about the chord on the choral part. Yeah. Then we got our shift command 4. Oh, that's a screenshot. Never mind. Oh, oh no, yeah, it's shift option. Oopsie. Oh, it did screenshot it for me. Did not need that. Okay, this can be deleted because we changed some stuff. And this will be Command K, E minor 9. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say roll in. Roll in. I think that makes sense. This will say writ as it were. Writ Rollantando. Yes, a writ. A writ. Let's check out this choir part though. It's gonna be ooze as well. Parties in LA. Rollantando. Yeah. I think it's. I can't remember what Rollantando means. Dang it. Yeah. I'll just say writ. No more parties. That's how that goes. I can't sing an E today. For me, I have zero problem with like super high stuff. You know, it's that middle, like E, F sharp, G at the top of the staff is really tough for me. I had a choral gig where I was like stacking on top of myself. That sounds fun, but yeah, and it was so difficult because there's so many E's. Just this guy. Hydrate or dihydrate. Oh my gosh, I realized that I hadn't had any fruit in so long because I was on a struggle bus just, you know, doing my thing at my job. At least I had like electrolytes that has some vitamin C in it, but I was only supplementing it. This freaking ABT cuts, man, it's so upsetting. Not just because like I'm on ABT, but also because like that's just so messed up. Like all entirely. Like, oh, like they said some BS about like well, maybe they can like get a job or like they can like go a month without food. I'm like, what the hell, you freaking goons? Goons? Is that ghouls? Yeah, ghouls. It's Halloween. It's Halloween, all right. Okay. How are we gonna do this for boom? We're gonna. Oh no, not that. No more parties. Copy. And boom. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh, so what I just did, and I think this is maybe the most efficient. I'm not quite sure. I'll always find out new ways. Highlight this passage. I want it to show that it's unison. And then, wait, no. Then I'll press the number 1. Boom, and it makes a bunch of little cherries, little ball sacks here. Sorry. And then I'm gonna press 2. And, oh wait, that's not what I want. I'm just gonna press these individually. Yeah, there must be a better way. There must be another way. Are you gonna help Snape catch that stone or not? There must be another way. Oh, there it is. Cool. No more parties in LA. Kill Beans, yeah. Okay, what is this? No more parties in LA. We're gonna do the same thing. I think I'll just copy it over. Fly it over. Over here. So let's just do this. I don't want to get rid of that. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's check it out. Choir. Oh, what did I change there? No more pa. Okay, it's the same. I don't know why I thought it changed. Ooh. Yeah. Optional note. Or alto sax. Just stack it. Okay, clicking on the note, pressing 3 to mean a third. I'm hoping that Jung can sing that. Jung is the guitarist. I haven't seen that fool. Sorry, I'm losing my filter. I haven't seen my friend in a minute. Let's change all these to second voice. Oh, pressing command and not shift because shift selects all of it. Dang it. I love how this wasn't at all what I intended to do. You just gotta follow the inspiration sometimes. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, it got away. She got. Yeah. Yeah. I think I do want the emphasis. Yeah. Maybe I should signify that with a little push, you know? Little push. I don't think a tenuto will do that, but a little scoop maybe? Yeah. 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 I don't think the other ones need it. Beautiful. Yeah. I think, I'm not sure, but I think the violaist is watching right now. And, oh, you weren't there though. Well, if she ever watches this, one of the rehearsals I was talking about slurs, the musical term slur, with the other string players, and somebody was like, "Why are you talking about slurs?" And I was like, "Haha," you know, like because I've heard that joke in like music school, like oh my gosh, you said a slur, but no, they really didn't know, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to sound like an ass to be like, haha." No, but I explained a slur to them, like what it is, and they were so confused for like 2 whole minutes, just like, what do you mean? Are you passionate about slurs? It was fantastic. This is so misunderstood. All right, here we go. Claps on 2 and 4. I trust this group, okay, to clap on 2 and 4. I don't know. I probably trust the audience. I feel like they'll follow along. I had to brute force this. I always brute force a 2 and 4 because I won't let if I'm in an audience, I'm not gonna let people get a he's not gonna get away with this. Sorry. I know so many lines from TV shows. That was Breaking Bad. But he was like sobbing while he's saying he can't keep getting away with this. And I feel that about a certain color of people that keep getting away with clapping on the 1 and 4, you know what I mean? Among other things that they do and keep getting away with, if you catch my drift. No accountability. This is a metaphor. Yeah, no more parties in LA. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's doubled. Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay. I'll take it out. I just feel bad for them to jump all the way down. I don't think it's bad to double it. I'll just make it small. Small. Yeah. Because, yeah. Instead of, yeah. Oh, I changed it. No more parties in LA. Yeah. No more parties. Oh, so I did change it. That's pretty cool. I don't remember even doing that. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, let me see if I like the no more parties in LA. I like that line a little better, but see how that sounds. Oh, that's why. That's why I changed it. Good to know. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. It's not a crime. It's not a crime to double something. Okay. Yeah. So I'll make this mezzo piano for them. They'll be on mic. All right. Here it is. Oh, there's so much empty space. So much. Flat, 1, 2, and 4. Full voice. Full voice instead of sottovoce. All right, we're gonna give this to the tenor part too. It's really lower voice only, but I'm gonna give it to also, why is it happening like this? No. Super low. Can you imagine if we had a that would be I love, man, bass voice is just so rare to have. Someday we'll have like an actual full choir for this. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Why is it like this? Why are you like this? Okay. All right, all right, all right. We have an ad break coming up pretty soon, and I know the ads are annoying. If you would like to subscribe to me, I believe that means you don't have ads, but the ad revenue helps me out, and it's currently not like a big form of income or anything, but it does help. It does help me because I like to do this stream more often. Um, Something I could do from home. Let's check out these strings. Okay, if I could just do that. I wrote these string parts so long ago. Alright, that's what I got. That's what I got for that. And then all the way over here. There's gonna be more parts. That's not right. That's too slow. Do 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 do. I'm so sorry, strings. Boom, bum, 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 bum. So it's gonna be 16 notes, but at least it's slow. Oof. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So I did this like half time basically. That's what happened. Let's make that an eighth note. 5 seconds till an ad break. Please stick around. There you go. That's more efficient. Okay, we're taking this. That's not right. We need one beat. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. This would probably be detache. Da, 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 da. I guess we'll write it like this. I read something somewhere, and if you're a string player, please correct me if I'm wrong. Um, that one of the mistakes with string arranging is being too timid with dynamics, like mezzo all the time. And I realize that when I do put forte though, it is pretty loud. So in this I probably yeah, I'll probably keep it mezzo forte. Executive decision. Think that's the thing. That was what I had before. Maybe because we did it double time, we are... Hello, thinking maybe we have eighth notes for this. We just fix this up a bit. Mm, yeah. Make these all... So I just highlighted and pressed 3 on my number pad, and it made it all eighth notes. I don't know, does that look confusing? Oh, it's very small. I don't know if that looks confusing. I don't, kind of would rather have the quarter notes. It looks confusing. Might be cool to do a double stop. I need to remind myself of the violin strings. It's G. Oh, let me save. I've done a lot of work. It would be quite a shame if I lost it. Because usually when I do this, where I put this in, it crashes. Let's see if I'm right. So far, so good. Maybe I have an E. Ooh. Here's another arranging stint here. Ooh, having this on 2 and 4. We'll see. kind of robotic, but maybe it's what we need. And then cello is C, so this would be on the low string. C, G, D, A is cello. The wonderful thing, the way I said that was kind of like, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. So sad. But now, the wonderful thing about all this is that most of this stuff is on the internet. There are some wonderful YouTube channels for orchestration. Because I don't play cello myself, but I know enough about it because I took orchestration class and whatnot. But like, if you really want to do this and you don't have the time or money or resources, or you don't live close to a school, you can do this. You can do this, and that's also what this is for. Um, just some education as well. So for double stops, we have to be sure that it's easy to play for the respective instruments. So for this, having an E and a B would be, yeah, it's like a third above, so it's basically holding two like right next to each other. So that would just be a fifth. Might be interesting. Also have to remember that there's something going on in the background up here. Piano. Animal style. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe just a low note. Yeah, 3 beats here. And then maybe this. Ooh, maybe I could displace it. So then on the open string, I'm just looking at a keyboard over here. So it would be, what is it? B, so that's like, I'm thinking in guitar, like third, no, fourth fret, even though that's not frets. And then, so C, G, D, what is this? E. I mean, I feel like that's sort of doable. I think that would be this. I can always ask. That's the thing. It helps to collect friends who play these instruments. I'm just kidding, you don't collect them, but kind of. Because I can ask them. That would probably be easier. Second, third. Hmm. So C, G, D. It's like fourth. Okay. Where is that? Hmm. B. That would be 4 half steps. And then G from the G, that would be 5 half steps. So this should be doable. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Make them forte. Loud. Okay. If you like what you're watching, please follow me. And you can subscribe to any of my various channels. Try to be more active in general. Um, yeah, I love music stuff and I want to share more of what I'm doing, like this. I have a Ko-fi shop and I actually have stickers. So I've been selling stickers for myself, but also we have a pre-order of stickers that I'm ordering soon um, for my friend Hala in Gaza and Madi, Kusai, and Loe. So there are a bunch of stickers. They all look really dope. Some of them were designed, two of them, no, sorry, three of them were designed by my friend. And we're all in the like group chat together supporting Hala. And the pizza one is for Hala. And that was designed by my friend Maddie. The other ones were designed by my friend Sam. Maddie did it like DIY, like collage style, like cutting out papers and stuff. And there's like a keffiyeh um, design on the sauce of the pizza. It's awesome. Awesome sauce, as it were. I'm obsessed with saying as it were, like just for it's like my thing, my new thing for ending sentences. Car. No drums, just clamps. Then we want strings back in here. Okay, lots of stuff going on. Let's take a bird's eye view real quick. So far we've finished 4 measures of strings. That's cool. And I believe we finished um yeah, we finished the choral parts for the chorus back over here. And I'm probably gonna have piano for the first one. Boop. Ba-da-ba, parties in. Yeah, just one time. Just one time. Yeah, this isn't quite ready because we want to have some. And basically, I'm giving strings the ooh we use because it's always good to double stuff just in case. And it doesn't hurt to have a cool little line. And sometimes you don't have all the vocalists. Okay. We have 2 piano charts. I think the piano chart is pretty much done. We're just going to add the vocal, copy it over. So that can be marked as done. Almost. How are we doing, chat? If you're just lurking, that's also fine. You can check in with yourself, you know? Hmm. Pew pew. And I'll just add everything so that the instrumentalist, if it's me or somebody else, can pick apart. Oops. Displaced. Wait, did I do it right? Oh, I see. No more parties in LA. Let's fly it up here. Why is it looking weird? Oh, it is wrong. Yeah, I knew this looked weird. Okay, let's try that again. It was like 1/8 note off. No. Oh. Oh. Oop. Dang it, why is this so hard? Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, it should be here. Maybe this should be the third voice. Oh, golden voice. I wonder if it does this, if it'll move out of the way, you know, of the third voice. Nope, it did not. That's alright. I'm not gonna go back. Hmm. Why not flip it? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I was debating about my Halloween costume today, and I went to a party with it on, and I was dying of heat. It's my 4th year in a row being Kermit the Frog. I don't know. I just like being the same sometimes. I don't really have any other ideas, to be honest. But I love my Kermit the Frog costume, but it was so freaking hot. I was like, oh my god, maybe it's time to retire this. But it was in a warehouse, so. On Halloween, I will be outdoors amongst some COVID conscious friends. And so it should be lovely, assuming the weather will be nice. Tomorrow it's not going to be nice, and I am sad because I planned on going to like a botanical garden. I'll just have to bring an umbrella for the sun. Ye old heat intolerance that I have acquired because of multiple COVID infections. So I'm trying to avoid getting COVID, and you should too because it's freaking awful. And It's more similar to HIV than the common cold. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, it took me a minute. It took me a minute to actually know that. So I don't fault anybody for not knowing that. Except I do pride myself a little bit that when I did know that, when I started to become aware, I was like, okay, I know better, but now I gotta do better. So that's where we're at. And sometimes we slip and we can't be perfect, but perfect is the enemy of great. It is true. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Where's other, our E minor? Didn't quite happen. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do the third voice again. I never use the third voice. The third voice. Oop. KK. And a good old fermata. Fermata. I'm so sorry. Where'd it go? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then the last ending, classic band ending. Pew. Let's do. We don't need these. Just gonna get a little. We won't go that far. Just forte. Cued. Good old band crash ending, or what's it called? Trash can ending. And I'll also say roll in. I don't know why I put an ellipses, but it is what it is. Drums back in. Oh. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, this piano chart's looking good. Once again, wasn't really my goal, but still good. Still good to do, you know? What is this? What is this? Oh yeah, choir. We're missing sax. Oh my goodness, I'm so hungry, y'all. What time are we at? We're almost at 3 hours. I think we should call it. We did a lot of choral arranging today, which I didn't expect to do. Here's some stuff we did. We also fixed up, we've been doing a lot of fixing of chord charts. We did piano. Here's the other piano, but it's actually the rhythm. I'm going to change that. So this part name is rhythm. Rhythm is the rhythm of the night. Son arriba or son like. The rhythm of my life. Watching the person who sings that like actually sing it on video, so good. Oh my god. Hmm. Cool. 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 Little reminders. This is really, really small bass rhythm. Booty boom. 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 What is this? Don't know what this is. Slur. Slurve. Four measures. Oh yeah. It's one of those 6 measure things. Jazzy improv. Jazzy improv. Instead of a diamond, we're going to give bass a real note. Play some improv-y things. Play that bass. Oh yes, we gotta change this in it. No more parties in LA. Ah, move. Gonna have a, yep. What is it? What is it? What is it? What are you doing down there? Okay. Pretty much this rhythm. Fly that over. Doo-doo-doo. You don't need these instructions here. Alright, same thing, same thing, same. Same, but different. Like cousins. Oh, just do that 4 times. I think that's fine. Okay. Doo-doo. This has more rhythm here. Okay. This can all be hidden. I really need to eat something. I can't believe I'm hungry still. I thought I ate till I was full, but that was at the beginning of the stream, so that was at 3 hours ago. Can't mimic my success. Yeah, something that says base, same pattern. Thing I need to do probably is make some tracks of this, but I'm not I'm not even gonna worry about that yet. Do 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 do. Doodaloo. Cool. Making no, that's not what I wanted. Hide. A minor 9. A minor 7. Animal style. Hide. I have a warning because the whole freaking song is one chord. 4 measures of E minor. Nice little bass line here. So just in case our bassist can't read music, which might be the case sometimes, it's not something to be like, you don't gotta be weird about it. It can be mimic melody. Boom. Easy. One time I was talking to somebody about this. Like, yeah, I'm like writing the chord charts and stuff, but I'm making it so like hopefully anybody could read it even if they don't read music because there's a couple people who don't, and this person was like, ah, how does somebody not read music and they're in a musical? And like, do I need to tell you what they look like? I don't think I do. um and I was like, they're like community members and like they're good, like they learn by ear. Like, what's your problem, dude? Like, people in their pedigree are really freaking weird. I've played with players who can play their ass off and they don't read music at all, but they have the biggest ears ever. And they can play circles around certain people who only like studied classical music. You know what I mean? So here we go. Almost done with this rhythm chart. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we're gonna have boom, boom, boom. We're gonna have that only. Oh, for once it actually predicted correctly. Claps. You don't need bass. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I thought it was gonna fall. My desk is clear, so sometimes I'm like putting all of this information here. Where's the one? Okay, we need, what is it? 2 beats? Yes. 2 beats. Smooth these. My vocal fry gets more aggressive as the night goes on. Boom. And then boom. And then boom. Okay, we don't need that stem. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. You're so high up. It's so high above me. I hope this makes sense. No more parties in LA. Oh, I already put that claps. Cool. I think that's pretty clear. Rhythm is kind of difficult to read in it. Make sure it's easy to read. Parties, parties. All right, y'all. I think this is sufficient. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's copacetic to have the two rests. I think it looks cleaner when it doesn't. Save. Goodness. I would have been so mad. Yeah, I think that looks cleaner. Alright, hell yeah. We did that, chat. We did this. Yeah. Okay. Save. Alright, I gotta go to bed soon. I have a day ahead of me. And some rehearsals. We finished the 2 a.m. in Zurich chart together, and we managed to arrange some choir parts that I'm super excited about. And everybody can sing it. Put it in everybody's chart. We also sort of, I feel like there could be more here, but we sort of finished the piano chart as well. Save that. What else we got? Drum set definitely needs some work. I'm not worried about that. Alto sax. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Yeah, this isn't supposed to be hi-hat pickup. Q ooh. Yeah, we should probably give him a cue right there. What is that? Measure 6? We're at 3 hours. We should probably stop soon. we have another ad. Maybe I'll come back after the ad. Mm, 6, 7, 8. No more parties. I forget to put that cue. So before I go, just little simple stuff. Do 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 do. Da da. No more parties in LA. Oh, oh, that's what it is. I don't have a chorus marker. All the things you notice. All the little things you notice. Choir. I honestly love songs that start in the chorus. It's like, hey, here's where to sing. Here's what you gotta sing. Beep boop 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 beep boop. Make that small. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it gives me space, but I like a good 4, you know? Can't mimic my success. Ten, 11, 12. I think that's fine. Ooh, my back. This is also on YouTube, so I was like, maybe I should take a break every ad break, but I'm like, then on YouTube it'll be weird. But I'll just do less involved things during the ad break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fertilize. Doodaloo. I should have marked what the words are there. Okay. There's a couple more things to put in the sax. But so far, so good. Choir. Obviously gotta put some more stuff. But this, I'm uber proud of. Okay, y'all. That's not what I wanted. Ad breaks coming back up. Oh, oh my gosh, that back crack. The other thing that I need to practice, ugh, is sitting back in my chair. Um, Probably should have another pillow here. Doo doo doo. Mm-hmm. I had a piano student that was learning that song. My Heart Will Go On. I'm back. So we're just about done for the day. Thank you so much to anyone who stuck around and watched. You can find all the streaming arrangement streams. I said stream twice. find all the arrangement streams on my YouTube channel. You could also find them on Twitch. And if you like what you see, please follow on both those things. I'm on Instagram as well. I I will be opening my virtual studio imminently, and something I'm trying out for the first time is workshops. And so what that'll mean is that I'll have a minimum attendance. So if I don't meet the minimum attendance, we'll have to postpone. And the minimum won't be like anything too unattainable, like five. I mean, literally five. So minimum attendance so that it is worthwhile for me and we can keep the costs low because the less people I have, the more the cost falls on the people taking it. But the workshops are going to be really good for fundamentals as well as technique stuff for voice and then also for music theory. Music theory will be mostly college focused, slightly office hours style, but not free for all. So we'll have a survey thing where you put what you want to get help in, and it'll be kind of like a bit of a supplemental instruction to like your theory stuff. But if you want private lessons, please let me know. I'm opening that studio very, very soon. I'm still working on the kinks on my website, but you can go to my website and it is open. Also my Ko-fi shop, those will be on there too as like commission type posts, I guess. It's a lot. It's a lot of administrative work, but love being here with you. I want to try to do this one more day a week. I'm going to ask my community what day works, but the weather's been crazy, so I'm probably going to stick to nighttime. Or it's been a little wild, the weather, to not use the word crazy for things. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to nighttime. That 7 p.m. is kind of a sweet spot. 5 p.m. the other day was too freaking hot, so I'm learning. But we do have a week until I have to finish Act 2 of this musical. We're coming down to the wire. Um, I think less than a week. What day is it? It's the 27th. Yeah, we got today's Monday. Actually, yeah, less than a week, so 5 or 6 days to finish Act 2. I don't even think this is an Act 2, but it was important to get because we have a performance and we're playing this. So, yeah. But please buy tickets. They're in the link in my bio, or if you go to boixochi.com, there's a menu for links, and you can find the tickets there. We're working on getting this thing mass required so it could be a little more accessible. But if you go, regardless if it is mass required or not, or just mask highly encouraged, which is what it is right now, please come with a mask. Peak winter respiratory season. I don't want anybody to get sick who comes to the show. I don't want anybody to get sick, including myself, who is playing in the show. So having a well-fitted respirator is going to be key on that. Um, Also some education about like how to put on a mask properly and why is something I'm working on. But man, I am tired. There's so many plans I have. I'm always accepting mutual aid help for like acts of service because I like helping people too. But there's some things with my like self-promotion that can be really draining for me. So I'm also accepting that sort of help. Okay, y'all. So I will see you next time. If I don't see you at some point this week, which will be nice, I'll see you next Monday. All right. Um, we're not doing raids for this stream, but when I get back on my video game stream, I probably will. I really want to play the new Pokemon game. I really do. But I'll only feasibly be able to do that once a week. I'm still figuring that out. Just getting back in the swing of things for Twitch. Yeah. Okay. So that's all. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.